Hey guys, Zach here. Long time no see. Wanted to jump on today. I've had a few people on Instagram ask me to do a comparison of these two beauties. And I don't think I've had them on camera yet, but I'm going to be talking about my Calavera Cutlery El Patrons. I have two of these beauties from Jeremy Robertson. Now this plain one here, I picked up from Jeremy direct at the Gathering last year. It's a PD1 flipper, about 3.75 inch blade. In PD1 I've got a nice edge that I've put on it there. This one gets used quite a bit actually. Titanium Framelock. If you're familiar with, if you've been in the custom knife game at all for any amount of time, really, you probably know of the El Patron and of Jeremy's work. But this latest gen, which he released last year, he's calling the Gen 3 El Patron. You'll see here that he's actually got a lock bar insert. He added that as well as bearings. You can kind of see the bearing cage in there, that red cage. The lock bar insert, the bearing cage, and then the lock bar insert, as you could see, also functions as an over travel stop. Just a great heavy duty knife. Can't say enough good things about it. I had a little bit of an issue with this one when I got it. Sent it to Jeremy, fixed it right away, and sent it right back. So I mean, he's a stand-up guy. If you've been to any of the shows and you've had a chance to talk to him, he's just a really cool guy. I'm actually very surprised that there isn't a much higher demand for his knives, like some certain makers, which I won't name. These seem to be still pretty attainable. You know, and if you do find them on the secondary market, they're not, you know, $3 grand or 3 or 4 times the price, the maker price. Just this one's really suited for being a user. It's just, you know, it's a dark stonewash blade, as you've seen. So I mean, it's been carried quite a bit, and you don't really see any abuse on it at all. Maybe a little scratch here in the handle, about it. Great knives. Flip fantastic. Real positive lockup. But anyway, I wanted to go ahead and actually get this new one on camera. Now this one is very similar, but as you can see when I get it up to the camera, it's actually got an inlay on it. It's a bolstered version. And this one is zirconium. So we've got a zirconium inlay here on the handle, titanium bolster, and then a custom zirconium pivot collar as well. Of course, the lock side is almost identical to the lock side of my other one. Just a nice dark stone wash. It seems to be one of the more common finishes, at least recently anyway, that Jeremy's been kicking out. Basically the same blade. Nice dark stone wash. His dark or acid stone wash is a little bit different than a lot of the other ones I've seen, and I guess every maker kind of has a little bit of their own way they do it. Just a really cool touch though. I really like it quite a bit, and like I said before, it holds up great. Decently fine tip. Let me get it over here. You can see that even though it's a decent sized slab of PD1 you've got here, he still takes it down to a really nice tip, which I found to be really useful in EDC. Now both of these are flat ground. Nice thin tip. So they do quite well in slicing and in everyday cutting tasks. Now of course, if you've been around zirconium at all, and if you haven't, maybe this will be kind of eye-opening to you. These zirconium scales take on fingerprints like no other, and it just drives me insane. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with zirconium because of this. Polished zirconium really just picks up fingerprints, and if fingerprints you know, give you a little bit of OCD, I would probably steer away from buying anything with zirconium, especially with zirconium handles. But that being said, this was a really special one that he had on his subforum on the USN for not for auction, but just for a lotto. And you know, I wasn't really, you know, I was kind of half interested in it. I love Jeremy's work. Not the biggest fan of zirconium, but it was a really cool looking piece, so I threw my hat in the ring, and lo and behold, I won it. So now I have 2 of these beauties in my collection. And this zirconium one I'll probably only wear if I'm going out with dress pants or something. I probably won't carry this one very often, but it will go in my collection. I'm going to start myself a nice little Calavera Cutlery collection, just because I really do think that his knives are underrated. Just not enough of that internet, Instagram, blade forum, you know, none of that online buzz that's going around these. I mean, that's not to say that people don't love and appreciate these knives, just not to the level as they do others that I think are either sub or at least on par with these knives that he kicks out. But just going to give you a quick side-by-side shot of the 2 that I have right now, just as kind of a parting takeaway for you. See the different pivot. Nice custom Zirc Pivot collar. And that beautiful Zirc inlay for the bolster. Just really a nice pair. And coincidentally, I'm also on his books for a 3rd one, and I think I'm going to go perhaps large, non-flipper, and with either micarta or orange G10 inlay for another bolstered look. But just wanted to, you know, get these on camera for a few minutes if you guys wanted to see them, a side-by-side comparison. Of course, they both flip basically exactly the same. They both flip amazing. Lock bars are easy to disengage. I never owned any of the previous gen El Patrons. I've been eyeing these for years now, actually, probably since around 2012, if I'm not mistaken. And I've loved them ever since. I've finally just been able to get a hold of some in the past year. Anyway, if you guys have any questions or any comments, anything I missed that you want to beat me up on, go ahead and comment down below. And until next time, we'll see you later.